What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Third Floor Arcade. This is Jason, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different today with all the E3 madness currently going on this week. What I'm going to do today is do a top 15 ARCADE1UP countdown of all the cabinets I currently have in the Third Floor Arcade. A couple of factors I'm going to consider in this countdown is just how much I play each cab and also the pluses and minuses of each cabinet. Before I get started on that, I just want to say I'm super excited for some of the new cabinets coming out, including the Simpsons cab, the Class of '81, and also that big blue Street Fighter at Wi-Fi. Should be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people have different thoughts on their favorite ARCADE1UP cabinets, but here's my top 15. Alright guys, let's get started with this 15 cabinet countdown. At number 15, I'm actually going to go with the Ms Pac-Man cabinet from ARCADE1UP. This is the edition that had Dig Dug, Galaxian, and Super Pac-Man on there as well. Just love the iconic side artwork on there. The light-up marquee, they did a really good job with. Kind of just wish they had more games on there than just the 4 games. And also, I kind of wish they included those options that they later did a firmware update for. To get rid of the pixel smoothing and also adjust the game speed. Overall, I do recommend this one, and I'm not really going to get rid of it, I don't think, but that's coming in at number 15. Number 14, I'm going to go with actually the Frogger cab. This is the one that came with all the bells and whistles, the light-up control deck, light-up marquee, had the Frogger stool with it. As far as knocks on this one, this was $499 when it first came out, and just had the 3 games on there, Frogger, Time Pilot, and Time Pilot 84. And a lot of people complained about the Frogger music. They didn't use the original music on Frogger on this, but this is just such a popular machine up here. Seems like whenever I have company over, this is like one of the go-to cabinets that everybody wants to play. So I am a huge fan of that one. So coming in at number 13 as my 13th favorite in the Third Floor Arcade is actually the Pac-Man 40th. I don't really have any complaints with this one. I love the side panels on there. It has like that wood grain look. This one had the 7 games included, including Galaga, which is a game that just never gets old. Big fan of that one. I know that was a really popular seller for ARCADE1UP. Alright guys, so coming in at number 12, I'm actually going to go with the Burger Time cabinet. This is just one of my favorite looking cabinets from ARCADE1UP. I was always a big fan of Burger Time, one of my favorite early 80s arcade classics. I kind of wish they had more games on there. This one had Karate Champ and Caveman Ninja and Bad Dudes. I love Burger Time and Bad Dudes, but the other 2 games on there, haven't really played much. Just not the biggest fan of them. But overall, I do love that cab. That was one of those limited runs as well. Alright guys, so coming in at number 11 is actually the Big Buck World cabinet. This was ARCADE1UP's first light gun shooting game and introduced the send-in light gun technology. This one's a ton of fun to play. Do have a couple of complaints with that one, including the overall height. I wish it was a little bit taller, and I wish I had a bigger monitor. And I know a couple people had issues with the light guns breaking on them. So far, mine have held up pretty well, and I do recommend this cab. And I'm definitely excited for future light gun shooting games from ARCADE1UP, like maybe Time Crisis would be pretty cool, or House of the Dead. Alright guys, so coming in at number 10 is actually it's probably my favorite beat 'em up in arcade history. And that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet. I feel like ARCADE1UP just did an awesome job recreating this cabinet. I actually bought the 2 stools to go along with there. This one had the 2 classic beat 'em ups from the early 90s, the original Turtles and then Turtles in Time. Both of them just in love with. As far as knocks on this one did not come with the light-up marquee. I had to buy this light-up marquee after. And Another knock on this one, I guess you could say, is these beat 'em ups don't have a ton of replayability. They kind of get old after a while, but this cab I'm a huge fan of. I feel like ARCADE1UP did a really nice job with that Turtles cabinet. All right, so coming in at number 9, I'm actually going to go with the Atari Star Wars cabinet. This is the one that featured Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. I feel like ARCADE1UP just did a great job with the flight yoke on here. This one just had a really high quality feel to it. The artwork on there is awesome. Just a big fan of that cabinet. I feel like if you're building a home arcade, you gotta include the Atari Star Wars cab to the lineup. So at number 8, I'm gonna go with the Marvel Superheroes cab. This is the limited run. They made 8,000 of these. This is the one that had the great controls. They put Sanwa sticks and buttons on this one. It's got the 3 games on there, including the Punisher, which is just an awesome beat 'em up. Got that playing on there right now. Big fan of that cab. That one's definitely not going anywhere. So at number 7, I'm actually going to go with the one of the newer ones from ARCADE1UP, and that's the Midway Legacy. Just love the game lineup on this one. This one had 3 different Mortal Kombats, Rampages on there, Wizard of War. This one would have been ranked higher. I just wish it had a couple design flaws. I wish it was a little bit taller. When you're playing this one, if you're around 6 feet tall, it's kind of, the top of the screen kind of gets blocked off a little bit when you're playing. And also the raised edges on the control deck. I know a lot of people were complaining about that. But Midway Legacy, definitely a really cool cab. So coming in at number 6, it's actually the other Legacy cabinet from ARCADE1UP, and that's the Capcom Legacy. Just love the appearance of this one. This just really brings me back to the early 90s. I actually bought the Legacy stool to go along with that. This one's loaded with a bunch of Street Fighters. There's 6 different Street Fighters on there. You got Final Fight. Bunch of really good Capcom games, including like Commando is on there. That marquee is just beautiful. It's just a work of art, in my opinion. Definitely would have ranked the Legacy cabs higher if they just didn't have those design flaws. So coming in at number 5 is actually the oldest cabinet in the third floor arcade, and that's the classic Golden Tee cabinet. Popular bar arcade. This one had the 4 different Golden Tees. The trackball in there worked really well. Kind of hope ARCADE1UP does another Golden Tee, maybe with Wi-Fi. I think it'd be fun to challenge different people online with some golf. So hopefully that's coming out in the near future. I would love to see that. All right, so coming in at number 4, we're getting into the top 4 now. I'm going to actually go with the Pong pub table. Huge fan of this one, especially if you got multiple people playing. This one had all the classics on there. I got Pong, Pong Doubles, Quadra Pong, Warlords, Pong Sports, Circus Atari, Super Breakout, and Tempest. Warlords and Super Breakout are my 2 favorites on here. And it's just, I love that form factor. It's cool to have something like this up in the game room. All right, so as far as my top 3 goes, coming in at number 3 is actually another great one from ARCADE1UP, and that's the Golden Axe, the Revenge of Death Adder. This one had the 5 Sega classics on there, including the original Golden Axe, which that was like the game that introduced me to the arcades back in 1989. And the Revenge of Death Adder is just awesome beat 'em up. Probably one of my favorites of all time, actually. Also got Altered Beast and Shinobi on there as well. This one, ARCADE1UP just hit a home run with this cabinet, in my opinion. All right, so coming in at number 2, this is one that I was dying to get when they announced. And that's the NBA Jam cabinet. This is the one with the light-up marquee, light-up deck. It came with the NBA Jam stool. But the biggest feature on this was the Wi-Fi, where you can play others online. This cabinet is definitely ARCADE1UP, one of their best cabs so far. I got that one at number 2. I'm hoping for more sports cabinets from ARCADE1UP. Would love a hockey cab, or maybe NFL Blitz. That would definitely sell a lot of cabs. Alright, so my number 1 favorite ARCADE1UP cabinet up here, I'm going to go with the Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet. Another cab that features Wi-Fi where you can play others online. I feel like this is just a flawless cab. Love the artwork on there. It's got the light up deck. Came with the really cool looking stool. The riser looks awesome. It's got the 5 games on there. Just huge fan of that cabinet. They really did a flawless job with that one. So I know this is E3 week. And there's definitely some great ones coming out, and definitely got my sights set on The Simpsons, the X-Men cab, the Big Blue Street Fighter, and the Class of '81 looks awesome as well. But let me know, guys, in comments below, what are your favorite cabinets so far from ARCADE1UP? What's your top 5? Alright guys, thanks for checking out Third Floor Arcade. Please like and subscribe. I have a ton more videos coming. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.